To you, the new law now, under the new law now, it means that authorities will search, seize, store computer data, collect, intercept data real time. Is this a form of censorship?
Yeah, it's a very difficult balance. I know they'll seek for court orders to do exactly that. But even without they have been doing it actually. Even without this, they have been doing it.
So there were illegalities committed that have been committed before.
Now they have legalized it. Initially they were doing it, but illegally. You remember there was another law that was is it security?
Yeah,
there was
that was December 2014 security laws.
Yeah, there was another one with almost the same content,
but some clauses were struck out.
And some of them have been sneaked back here. And this law is good to a larger extent, especially with confidentiality to information, and also you protect your own privacy, and also to reduce fraud. The people should know that even banks are losing billions of shillings. It's only that they cannot come out and say, us, like this particular bank A, we have lost this kind of amount of money in terms of cyber crime, or as a result of cyber crime, or any hacking that happens in their banks, because therefore the customers will lose confidence in the custody of their money. But banks are losing a lot of money. A lot of money. Even the government, look at what happened in NYS. They were saying password has been, somebody's password was used to access 1, 2, 3 things. And therefore, this bill is good. We all have a problem in Section 12, where they tell you that when you have fake news, is when you will be fined around 5 million, 5 million or 12 years in prison. Because what is fake news? In fact, that particular section, I think you will read it. It is very fictitious. There is somebody who is trying to insert that thing to silence whistleblowers, because that is what I can read. There's somebody who wants to silence whistleblowers. I think he will read that particular section 12. That when you publish, for example, if I say today, President Uhuru Kenyatta is 30 years old, he will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Then it means therefore that I can be arrested tomorrow and fined at 5 million. If I say, like, I saw Frederick in town. At that time, maybe he was not in town. He has gone to Upper Hill. He can easily go to court to get to me and say, there's somebody who published something about me that I was in town. But now I'm not in town, I was in an Upper Hill, and he can prove it. Then you find that you're being fined up to 5 million shillings or imprisonment of 2 years. There's somebody who is trying to insert certain clauses in this bill to silence whistleblowers, especially on matters of corruption. We know very well that in government, there's nobody talking about corruption. It is only these people outside here, the ordinary citizens, who are, thanks to the information we have had and the development and the invention of social media, that you can be able to raise particular issues that affect our country. Some of them are so grave, like what happened in Homa Bay right now. There's a lot of corruption problem going on down there. Now what they are telling us that you cannot talk about corruption on anything. You can't even publish or even allege any corrupt thing until you prove that it is true. Now tell me. Now let me ask you. I don't know. You can only prove when you are a prosecutor and you have the machinery to do investigation and establish whether actually money has been lost. Those particular apparatus, it's only the government that has them. No citizen has any capacity to do investigation and establish that this particular information is actually true. And therefore, to me, that particular section 12, and I know somebody will go to court, it will be challenged in court and it will be struck off.